Welcome to Covering the Bases with the Mets. I'm Teresa Aronson from the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. It is our pleasure, our honor to facilitate this show every single month. I think we do it on the second Monday, but I'm not always very positive about it. But it is free. It's open to the public. We throw in some subs, courtesy of Jimmy John's, Bobby Malik's two shops here in St. Lucie County. And a little bit of water, maybe a cookie, definitely pickles, all free if you come on down and join us for the show. We have a great audience today, and I'm thankful for that. I appreciate everybody that comes down. And please welcome my co-hosts, as always, from the Mets organization, Lauren Diacetis and Casey Blair. Welcome.
Thank you.
I feel bad I didn't wear my matching traffic cone sweatshirt.
Casey, everyone
It's okay,
loves
I
that
rep it all the
Or
time.
shall I say camouflage sweatshirt? Yes. And poor Lauren is not able to fit in.
Yeah.
Baby number 2's coming quick.
Yeah.
When is baby number 2 done?
We got 4 more weeks. So actually,
That's
this
not
month.
By the time this
So,
airs.
actually, this month,
So when
baby number
somebody's
2.
watching this at
I could
home,
have baby number 2.
you could be in the middle of baby or have baby number 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
Middle.
did not realize it was that soon.
Oh no. I mean, yeah.
So I remember when Lauren had her first baby, and the first baby for parents.
Because I was in
You were
leadership.
in leadership.
Yeah.
And the first baby's like always a big deal.
Yeah.
And Lauren didn't come back to work. Like she took her full.
I'm
like,
still taking it.
Yeah. And I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But there was somebody in her class that was on her third baby.
And she only took like 2 weeks.
She didn't even miss a class,
I
Lauren.
know.
She missed no leadership
I think she had
classes.
leadership, and then the next day delivered the baby, and then,
And then
was
she
back,
was like
the
back in
next
leadership.
month.
Yeah. I barely
She's
stopped.
like, I just don't want to deal with
Yeah.
the kids.
She's like, it's another one. I've already got 3. But Lauren's first baby was like, no, Lauren's not back yet.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
But now at least,
well,
even
I
I
think
still know, but it's still like,
I don't know. I think it's still scary, right?
yeah, well, I'm technically high risk, so
Yes, you are.
yeah, but
You are.
it's
But
fine.
you
We're
remember when after she first had the baby too, her little meter would go off during the show
Yeah.
all the
Oh my
time.
God, yeah, I fixed that. It's now just vibrates.
It just
only.
vibrates.
Yeah.
Well, how will we know if it's an emergency? We can't feel it
I
vibrate.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, I can also like I'm now to the point where I can like tell. Like I can
Yeah.
feel it before it happens. So
The longer you have it, my dad's like that.
Yeah.
With his diabetic episodes, he can always
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
There's always signs if
Yeah.
you're looking for them.
exactly.
But
So.
be careful still.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. So wait, we went through baby and sweatshirts and leadership. You know what we failed to mention?
What's that?
The fact that we're having Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Wait. I heard on the news that we were.
What day was that?
I think it was the day before yesterday. Has it changed again?
I mean, I mean, anything can happen between the time this airs and when this show comes on, but we're definitely having St. Lucie Mets baseball that starts April 12th.
Yes.
Okay, so we still are on the fence with, so either many things could happen in the few short days that it takes Mike to edit the show. You could
Can
have
you do
a baby.
a phone a friend and let
Yeah.
Paul tell
Yeah.
you the details of it?
There's a
Lauren
lot.
could
It
have
goes
a baby,
like,
and we may or may not have spring training.
It's like contractions. Like it goes up and then it steadies and then it goes down and then like.
So 2 days ago, I hear that pitchers and catchers were reporting.
They were
They were
supposed to
saying
be
they were
reporting
today.
today for their
Technically.
physicals.
Oh, for all those
And
people
there's no
watching
one
at
doing
home.
physicals at our stadium right now. So
Okay.
That is all we can say at this time.
I mean, we don't really know anything. We're not really supposed to talk about it either.
Okay,
so.
Just
Very
keep
good.
checking
So I
Twitter. That's
won't-
what we're.
But yes,
check
again,
But St.
by the
Lucie
time the
Mets
show
season,
airs,
yeah, April 12th.
you
We're
should
getting ready.
know.
By the time this show airs, we definitely have minor league spring training going on.
Kicking off for
Okay.
minor league.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, good because I wore my minor league
There you go, St. Lucie.
T-shirt today to be in the spirit. Very
Yeah.
good. All right. Well, I'll say not a thing else because I don't want to lose these 2 girls their jobs. I had no idea.
It is. I will say, stuff that's been coming out the past few days is very confusing because like one day it's like very positive and then the other
I
day
host
it's
a
like
show
not.
called Covering the Bases with the Mets, and I had it all wrong. So yeah.
So it's okay.
Well, we are at least going to feature an athlete of the month, right?
Hopefully. That's another issue we're having. Apparently sports these days is tough.
Sort of. So I do want to make a plea to everybody watching at home. If you have a special athlete you would like to share with your community,
In high
please
school,
reach out
yeah.
to Casey. It has to be a high school or maybe even a
junior or
Junior,
senior.
senior. Well, we're doing the scholarship aspect, so we would like
For the
this.
scholarship, it's a junior or senior in a St. Lucie County school.
We've already done Centennial, so
We've done Centennial. They cooperated. We've got them through. We're looking for the rest of the high schools to pony up a person.
2 people, a male and a female.
But let's say that somebody else wants to highlight one of their kids or students that
Yeah.
maybe is not in a high school sport, like they don't have,
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
reach
like
out to
motocross.
Casey.
Yeah.
we,
Because
like,
at this point, we'll
take
take it.
anything.
Well, we were planning
Somebody
on doing
under
that
50
anyways
that
at the
does a
end of the
sport.
high schools.
Yeah.
So, we
can
can
do
highlight
this.
them earlier. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
So who should they call, Case?
They can email me.
Oh no, they want to call you.
Well, we're still only
technically
like
half in the
sometimes we're out of the office, so it's
So
just
I'm
it's
hearing
a
your
little
reluctance
easier.
to give out your cell phone number.
Definitely not my cell phone.
Well, they could always call and leave a message, and we have like the digital voicemail. No, I'm talking about if they call the regular number
office.
to Mary.
But
She'll
let's
just
email
email
it
to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
K Blair, KBLAIR.
Yep. At stluciemets.com.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Easy enough. We'll start there.
Start there. Yes.
But maybe you have a child that's really exceptional at motocross or something that isn't a school sanctioned sport and you want to see them featured on our show. We're happy to do that.
Yeah.
They can also reach out via any of our social media. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if they DM us on there, all of that will come to me. So
And
Very
Adam.
and Adam. So the two of
yeah.
us will be able to see any messages on there.
Yeah.
You can tag team and we'll get some, and they can come into the studio even,
Yeah.
bring their
Yeah.
Come have
parents.
lunch.
Yeah.
Come have lunch, come have Jimmy John's, bring your mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, parental like unit. I don't know what you're
Guardian.
figure, yeah. Bring them down and have lunch with
Yeah.
us and maybe come on the show. We'd be
Right.
happy to do that too.
Yeah.
Can I quickly just pitch our
pun
first
intended.
homestand for St. Lucie Met season, because this will
Oh,
be
yeah.
airing
Oh,
in
I'm
mid-March.
sorry.
No,
Yeah.
we just have a really cool opening week.
Yeah.
So this year we're going to be hosting our first ever official Marvel
Legit
night.
Marvel.
Like superhero day at the stadium.
Like actual
paid
Captain
through
America.
Marvel, like
Not like Times
not
Square
like the
Marvel.
Yeah, not like, the, not
like,
like the weird Marvel.
like
the real thing.
Marvel.
Yeah. So we're gonna be having the players will be wearing a character on the jersey. I'm not gonna say who because we're gonna do a contest for people to guess what the jersey is. We also are gonna have Captain
I hope it's
America.
Wonder Woman.
That's not Marvel, so
That's DC.
that's DC, different company.
Really?
Yeah.
But we're gonna have Captain America, one of the official cosplayers from Marvel for Captain America, will be
Okay.
at the stadium for meet
When
and
you say
greets.
cosplayer, I know it means something in Casey world. What does it mean for the rest of us?
It's somebody that dresses
Versus-
up like a
For a
character.
living?
Yes.
Okay.
These people do because they are sanctioned through Marvel, so they're like the legit
Okay,
ones.
so
Yeah.
you actually had
This
a
isn't like
contact.
Fred bought
not
off of
time-
Amazon.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is like like
This
the
is
real
like his
thing.
legit
Yeah.
outfit.
It's not a Party City
No.
outfit. Not that some of those aren't really nice though.
Yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, so Saturday the 16th is going to be our first fireworks night, and we're going to be doing Marvel night, and the proceeds from the jerseys and from that night will go to Voices for Children.
Oh, very
So,
nice.
yeah, so that'll be
What
our
does
first
Voices
really-
of Children do? Tell us real quick.
They work with the Guardian Ad Litem program, so they help provide. Actually just bought an RV to facilitate like where parents can come see their kids with their guardian
yeah.
and that kind of thing. So they
Supervise.
they supervise, and they help just provide funds for those kids and the attorneys that volunteer for Guardian Ad Litem as well.
So Guardian Ad Litem is a program when your child is referred to the system, they are given an advocate to walk them through the system
Mm-hmm.
outside of their parents. And this is an advocate strictly for the kids, not either parent or the court.
Yep.
Very nice.
So yeah, so it should be a really fun day. So first, I look at Lauren, but Lauren's not going to be there. But
I mean, I'll definitely
Well, Brady's
yeah.
going to be there.
Yeah.
Her son is a
Brady and Denny
Brady's
are
yeah,
going.
huge Marvel fan.
Why do I feel like Casey is really directing all of your events? Like, there's been a Jeep day, there's a Marvel day.
Well,
we're going to have a Broadway day in
Oh, for
baseball
sure.
before
Why not?
you know it.
No, but Marvel actually is minor through all of minor league baseball.
Oh,
They
okay.
paid.
There's 92 teams that are doing Marvel
Oh,
days
so
this
this is
year.
It's
beyond
not. Yeah.
Casey.
I
Okay.
I mean, it worked out to because we were calling it. What was it? Be a hero.
Be a
night?
hero night. So it was like a generic brand of
So
superhero.
who's Marvel? Captain America and who else?
Thor, the Avengers.
So
Thor, Iron
Black
Man,
Panther,
Hulk, Black Panther,
Black Widow.
Black Widow. Yeah, that crew. Not Wonder Woman, Batman,
Captain Marvel.
Superman. Those are all DC. Yeah.
comics.
Yeah.
My bad.
I know.
Please, I hope the trivia today is not Marvel.
There are not Marvel questions.
Or
there
Disney,
might be a
or
Broadway
DC.
question.
Oh shoot! Casey always does it to me. All right, we'll
but
get
sorry,
started.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to throw that out there.
No,
so.
yeah, I
no,
mean,
no, this is your show. You're supposed to be
Yeah.
talking about the stuff you guys are doing.
yeah, and so, when this comes out in mid-March, our season's only less than a month away. So, getting ready for St. Lucie Mets homestands and going on our website and seeing what promotions we have going on because, that's just one of 6 months.
So there's a contest to guess who's on it, right?
Who's on
And then
a jersey.
we'll also do that day like costume contests. So we'll probably do like a kid's age and then an adult. So we encourage
'Cause
everybody
that's totally not weird at all.
Adult costume.
Are you? I'm just kidding.
I know. All right, can we have a baby naming contest too?
Sure. What do you think?
I don't know, but I think it should be baseball related.
It's not.
That was a hard pass, wasn't it? Okay. You guys already
It's
have a
actually
name, I
more
guess.
football related.
Oh, Denny's a football fan?
Well, it just turned out to be. We didn't actually name it after him.
So we already have a name. Are you
do.
willing to announce it? Is it kicker?
It's not a kicker.
Well, she has Brady, so there's.
Oh.
yeah, but it's
The
not
first
for
football
Tom.
name. I
It's
know.
not for Tom Brady.
Is it Peyton?
No, actually,
Gronk?
I've liked this name for a while.
I'm voting Gronk.
So I've really liked this name for a while, and the Super Bowl just happened, and so if you think of who won the MVP, that's the name we're gonna go with.
Did
So-
this just happen last night?
Yes.
After 6?
Yes.
I didn't just pick the name, but this has been a name that
There's
we were
no
gonna
chance
name.
I know the answer.
Yeah.
Let's see. So the Los Angeles Rams won.
Won.
I'm going to guess their quarterback was the MVP.
No.
That would be incorrect. He was not.
I don't know. Anybody else?
Cup is the last name.
Sippy? I literally know nothing about football. as you
Cooper.
do. Cooper
Cooper
Cup.
James.
Oh
is
my
what
God,
we're
this guy's
going
name's Cooper Cup?
with. Yeah.
I love that name.
Isn't it a great name? But we've had this name
Forever.
before. Yeah.
Cooper. Okay.
Yeah.
Cooper Diacetes. Mm-hmm. Could it be Cooper Cup Diacetes?
No. Cooper James.
Okay, James is nice, but I do like that name, Cooper Cup. That's like one of the best names
It's
ever.
a great name, yeah. But if you ask Brady what he wants to name him, he wants to name him Jet.
Okay, that's
not
very
terrible,
boy.
but,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
not. It's not bad.
I feel like if you name your kid Jet James, like that kid needs to
Yeah,
really live up
You're
to
labeling that
Yeah.
child at
Yeah.
birth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Like
yeah.
parents that name their kids Jesse James, and they're like, I don't know why he's skipping school and be.
Right.
All right, very good. We digress.
Well, now you know who won MVP if somebody asks you today.
Cooper Cup.
Yeah.
Trivia question number 1. Who was the MVP?
I believe it's Cooper Cup. I cannot get over that name though. That is the best name ever. What position does he play?
It's the wide receiver.
Okay. So he catches the ball.
A lot.
For layman terms.
A lot.
It's a ball catcher.
Yes.
Okay. What's our first
All right.
trivia question?
Whew. All right, so we have a good mixture of March trivia, sports, random dates, all sorts of things. You know how I like to
Is
do
there
things.
a leprechaun involved?
There
in
is no, there are
Patrick's?
no leprechauns involved. There may be some St.
Oh.
Patrick's
it?
trivia.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with an easy one. Should be an easy one. What fun holiday is celebrated on March 14th?
My
Fun?
Like not a like it's not like a national holiday. It's
yeah,
not like
yeah, but it's
President's
a
Day
fun-
or yeah. It's like a
I'm going with the funnest holiday there is.
What?
There's one holiday that's more fun than the others.
That's not a non-holiday.
That is correct. That's the one I'm going with.
I thought this was an easy one, but maybe it's not.
I don't know. Taco Day. Oh!
Nope, it is Pi Day. Pi, P-I,
Oh,
314.
314.
314.
Oh.
You're
to start out
definition
easy
of fun. My definition of
Well,
fun.
in school, you used
Our
to
vast-
We would
Absolutely
make
approve our
pies and bring
pies.
them in, even though
You
it was not a
did?
cooking
for math
pie.
class,
But
it was
yeah,
like-
yeah,
We
fun
didn't have
food.
that
Food
when
is
I was
fun.
in
Really?
school. No.
Oh.
Okay, here's
Still
maybe this one
using
will be easier for you.
abacuses.
What city?
Go ahead.
What city in the U.S. is famous for having its main river dyed green for St. Patrick's
Oh,
Day?
I know this one.
It is?
Yeah.
In the U.S.?
Yeah.
Can I get a region?
Midwest.
The Midwest?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's big.
Am I from there?
No.
Okay, good.
You're close enough.
I mean,
though.
yeah, pretty close, but
You're like 7 hours away.
In the Midwest?
Relative-
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right, all
Well,
right.
you don't
yes,
get this.
I can
point.
see you writing
Thank
it. That
you
is
for
correct.
Thank you for my
Chicago.
geography, because you narrowed it down for me. Okay, very good. I just needed, there was no hints given at all.
You didn't need a hint. You never knew.
I did not know.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's like a whole
But
thing.
I got it after I was 7 hours away in the Midwest. And I'm not from there. Okay, go ahead.
All right, next. What day does the first equinox take place each year?
I'm guessing in March.
What day? Yes, March.
Is it a specific, no.
It's a specific day.
Like a date? It's the 20-something or other. Okay, I picked one. I don't know why we're writing March, but
I know, I
did
did.
too.
It is the 21st.
Oh,
March
close.
21st.
Okay,
You guys are learning all sorts of things today.
we are.
That's very.
And I think she said one of
interesting.
them was easy, and I don't remember which one it was.
The
but I'm pretty
Chicago
sure I
one?
didn't get it. Oh,
Pi
Chicago.
Day and Chicago.
Pi Day. Did
All
you
right.
guys celebrate Pi Day? Again, yeah, the young people did.
Did you show up for math class?
Yes. I was a, what do you call it?
A?
MOO, the Math National Honor Society, MOO, Theta, something? I don't know. I'll look it up. It's on my resume, but I don't remember what it is. But I was in the Honor Society for math. I was good at math.
All right, here are a couple questions about
Mu
things
Alpha
happening.
Theta. Google it. Mu Alpha Theta. Okay, go ahead.
Here are a couple trivia questions about things that are happening in St. Lucie County
Oh, I can do
in
that.
March.
I-
Which actually, I guess technically some of them by the time this airs
Will
will
be-
have happened, but they
yeah.
are in March. On March 3rd, what comedian, also a big Mets fan, is performing at Tradition Town Hall?
Oh, what's his that?
Give me hints.
He's a huge Mets fan. He comes to fantasy. He
I
used to come to fantasy
know.
camp.
He's in that movie,
What
Dazed and Confused. No,
Dazed and Confused with Matthew McConaughey and
not.
I
Dazed
can
and-
give no information on what movies he is in.
Oh, it's
what? Give me a movie and then I'll get him.
I think it's Dazed and Confused.
I feel like Mike will know. Does Mike know?
He said I do.
What movie was he in, Mike?
What? No. No.
Mm-mm. And it is not Kevin
Um,
James.
No.
He is a big Mets fan, but it is not Kevin James.
Jim something.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
His first name is Jim.
Gaffigan?
No.
Carrie.
No.
Jim,
Neighbors.
Jim.
Mike's yelling something at you.
R
probably.
starts with an R.
Jim who?
Oh, Jim Brewer.
Jim Belushi is not going
Jim-
to Tradition Town Hall.
Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer.
Oh, he does faces. He was in Stoned. Half-baked.
That's what it was.
Half-baked. I
Half-baked.
knew if you had given me a movie, I'd have got it, dang
I
it.
can only
Half-baked,
think
stoned.
Dazed and Confused,
Yes,
but it's
he was
half.
stoned is half-baked.
Half-
He
yes.
Right.
is a big Mets fan though,
He's
and
huge.
comes
He
to our
does, yeah.
fantasy camp. Usually, he didn't come last year, but he does
Pretty
come
sure he
most of the
bought an
time, so.
RV from.
He
the
bought an RV from our spring
RVs.
training.
Yeah, you know
He
how
is.
we had
He
like
is
La Mesa.
dedicated.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna wear my shirt in front of him. He'll be so jealous.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready for your Broadway question?
My birthday shirt, not this year.
Oh, your birthday shirt.
The
What is
one that Paul, you guys had made for me for my birthday with my name on it.
All right.
Okay,
On March 10th, 11th, and 12th,
3 days.
what
Okay.
musical celebrating its 50th anniversary will be playing at the McAlpin Fine Arts Center in Fort Pierce? It features jazz dance styles of Bob Fosse.
Ooh, Chicago?
No.
Bob Fosse did a lot of all that jazz.
Nope. That is a song
You
from
also
Chicago.
have a board to write your answer on.
I
It's
don't
not
feel like
like
I'm
Jeopardy.
feel like I'm gonna write and erase a bunch of times. Bob Fosse.
It is coming for 3 days.
Chicago.
Tickets are $15.
What in the world could it be?
I have no idea.
Me either. We give up.
I said
Pippin.
cats. Oh,
Pippin.
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 Will be
All right,
in
I
Fort
give up.
Pierce.
I'm not sure I got one of those right
Wait,
today. That
wait.
was
Let me
so
do
long
one
way to
spring
go.
training
One
one. One
more.
spring training one.
Okay, one spring training.
Okay.
I don't feel like I need my board.
How
'cause I've
many?
written
No,
it.
you can just guess.
Okay.
How many managers have the New York Mets had since we opened the spring training facility in Port St. Lucie? So since 1988.
Oh my gosh.
How many
Oh.
managers have the New York
Since
Mets
I've
had?
been here, managers?
In the
General
last-
managers? You mean like
No, no,
trainer's
no.
job?
No, manager, like the head
Manager, like
coach
the
of the
coach.
Nets, of the New York Mets. Head
Oh, I
coach.
thought you meant
There's
like
been
Trayer.
two in
No,
the
that's
past
a
2
manager.
years.
Oh, I thought you meant like Trayer's job, but he's the general manager.
Yeah,
Of
the
St.
manager is
Lucie.
the head coach of New York.
Oh, you can't just call
Okay,
him
so
that, can ya?
88.
No.
So
Okay.
it opened in 88.
If there's been two in the past year,
Yeah. Well, last year we had a different one. This year we have a new one. so-
okay, so 88, I'm going to say 54.
54.
I feel like you go through them a lot.
80. You think we have two
88, that's
coaches
like
a year?
30 some years ago. Yeah. All right, 32.
Lauren, what's your guess?
I would like Lauren to be less mad at me for my guess.
Not understanding what it is.
I just thought maybe you said 2 a year.
I said 2 in the past 2 years.
Oh, so 1 a year.
Yeah.
But it's not always like that, though.
Okay, so 30.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Lauren,
go.
what's your guess?
I'm gonna go with 18.
Much closer.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
We've had
Okay.
12 managers
30?
since 88.
I don't know why you think I would
Maybe
know
that's
that.
why we haven't won a World Series.
I thought maybe you could like guess and have
I
a
wasn't
close
even
guess.
sure what position that was. But okay, sure.
Oh
All right, I think we got
Wow,
off
I
track
made-
today.
I made
but it
tough
was
trivia
fun.
today.
That
Sorry
was
about that.
fun.
It was
This is a fun show.
I hope it was for the viewers. For us.
Next month, you're going
Was
to
it
perform
fun
a Bob
for the
Fosse dance on stage.
audience? Bob, nobody wants to see that.
54 minutes.
Paul's going to enjoy that one.
Don't tell them.
They're just firing people in the middle of the year.
I don't know what you do. All right, we got to get back on track. So again,
Whew.
you're having a Marble Day,
Correct.
Yeah.
and when is it? And
April 16th.
and people can get tickets online now, right?
Yep. As of the airing of this show.
okay,
yes.
Perfect. And for anything that's going on in the community in a 4-county area, you can go to allthingstreasurecoast.com. You can search by day, by date, by activity, by location. So All Things Treasure Coast has just a plethora of everything that's going on in the community. And again, if you're looking to have a student athlete featured on our show, and don't forget if you're a junior or senior, you may qualify for the scholarship given out by the Mets at the end of the year. I think we're doing it in October maybe? September, October. Email K Blair, that's KB as in boy, LAIR at stluciemets.com, and it's St. Lucie Mets. And big thank you to you guys, always for coming up with that super fun trivia. And
And having so much information to give out today, which was
know.
basically none.
the guys here in the studio, Bobby Malik over at Jimmy John's for providing the subs, and every single one of our studio audience members today get yourselves an extra sub before you leave. That's the best we can do. And hopefully next month we're going to give out Mets tickets.
We have
have
them.
them.
We're gonna get them today. Every
You
audience
have
member.
Mets see, you get Jimmy Jones subs and
And
Mets
Mets
tickets. If
tickets.
you come on down, we have them. We're going to give them out today. Until next time, everybody, have a great day. Oh, you're going to get Mets tickets like Amanda did.